Tigers. So an excellent start for Penn. As we turn to 133, Dan Jones and Ryan Miller, the two expected to go. Danny Jones, the freshman from Morristown, New Jersey. Del Barton School, 10-6 on the year. Ryan Miller on the other side, 29th in the country by Intermat currently. 21st, as you see in the most recent NCAA polls.
And Miller, one of those seniors that celebrated senior night before here, so probably a lot of emotions going through his head right now. His last duel in the palestra here. What a career he's had. Two-time NCAA qualifier. Coming up to 133 this season. Been a staple at the bottom of this Penn Quaker lineup for a while now.
Yeah, started 125, a couple of 15-plus win seasons in 21 and 22. Like you mentioned, NCAA qualifier in that time. As Miller worked in on a shot high on the leg. Jones able to fend it off for the moment. But Miller will try and work back, get towards the back, slide through the leg, see if he can score here.
Potentially looking low leg cradle. He has a low leg scoop there, Gary.
Jones is in trouble. Miller kind of caught him looking towards the back. There's three on the takedown for Ryan Miller.
Yeah, good job being patient there by Miller. Jones trying to scramble out of that a few different ways, trying to roll one way, go back the other. Miller stayed calm and poised. Kept a bunch of weight on that foot that Jones was trying to grab. Very good technique there. Good job by Miller getting that takedown. First one of his senior night.
Senior from Strasburg, PA, Blair Academy. Like you mentioned, NCAA qualifier, third place finish at EIWAs back in the 2023 season. We'll talk about back in high school, two-time national prep champion. Blair Academy.
Yeah, Miller, one of those guys, was 125 starter for 2 years, and last year kind of lost that spot to a freshman in Gallagher who was just had a great freshman season, and Ryan Miller decided to move up. Had a bit of a position battle with Alex Almeida this season. Almeida ended up being hurt. But yeah, Miller kind of had to earn his position here, moving up a weight class, and being number 21 in the country, not a bad ranking for someone who's kind of moved up a weight, getting a feel, and kind of still growing into that weight class. Long and lanky. He was very long and lanky for 125, still a little bit for 133. But I think not having to cut that extra 8 pounds has done him good this year.
And it tells you a lot about him as well, to grind and battle through different spots, just trying to find a spot in the lineup. He's been able to do it, not only be in the lineup, he's been able to be successful. Jones will try and get an escape late in the period, won't be able to find it. That's an excellent job. Again, continuing to talk about the grit and heart of Ryan Miller, and wrestle till the buzzer, and does that right there. Doesn't give up points. It's 3-0 going into the second.
Yeah, I just love these, I guess for lack of a better, very American names. Danny Jones and Ryan Miller.
Oh.
It's kind of hard to throw a Johnson in there. I think we complete the trifecta, or Smith.
I can tell you, when you're talking about names, Erdely is not necessarily the easiest one to look at. So seeing Jones and Miller, it feels pretty good.
Yeah. Sometimes our work is hard. You got to get the right pronunciation. These two, you know, like the back of your hand. So locked hands call. Ref has given up the stop riding time for locked hands. Good job by the clock officials over there. So Miller can just keep kicking. Kind of has a free move here. So there's a stall, not a locked hands. So stall warning.
Thought initially we're looking at the locked hands. Do eventually call things for stalling against Dan Jones.
And so the crowd just right behind us. I'm not sure if you guys heard that on the stream. One of the locked hands as well.
We're listening to you. Miller back to the feet, trying to break it, see if he could score here.
And Jones in another count. We're going to get another stall call if he doesn't let go. And there is a stall. So there should be a point for Miller.
So Miller will get one on the escape. And then the stalling gives another point over to Ryan Miller. So 2 points based on just off the escape, essentially, for Miller, and he leads 5-0 here in the second. A whole lot of time for Miller. We were just talking about bonus points at 125. Miller's back in the same spot at 33.
Yeah, one more takedown should get him in that territory. And yeah, I'm still 30 seconds left in this period. He's still thinking that right now. 55 seconds of riding time to his advantage as well.
So working at the feet here. We haven't seen a ton of shots from either side. Miller will go in on one here, work on that leg. High crotch spot. He'll try and work towards the back.
Yep, short time here, 10 seconds. You want Miller to try and get behind here.
Arm still locked in tight from Jones, trying to defend it. Time winding down, but Miller's got it.
Oh, he gave the takedown.
We were just mentioning in the first, wrestle to the horn sounds. Ryan Miller does that, picks up another takedown. He leads 8-0 going into the third.
Yeah, that's got to feel good because he's essentially has the major locked up at this point. So now we can start thinking tech fall, even a pin. Needs 5 more seconds to get that riding time point.
Still needs a decent ride here if you're Miller. Get that point. Not fully secured, but get it up past a minute, well past a minute. Flatten Jones down. As Ryan Miller in a good spot to pick up that bonus point in riding time.
Doing a good job rolling this wrist under, collecting that, putting it on the back for a bar.
See if you can find some.
Bar or chicken wing, whatever you guys call it out there, depending on where you're from.
Geographical dialect.
Yeah.
Different parts of
See,
the
we
country.
do it all up here, Gary. We give different
See?
names to different, same move.
You're shouting out different parts of the country. So another stall called against Jones gives another point over to Miller.
And Miller really going at it here.
An escape for Jones makes it 9-1. The point riding time
Nice
at
attack
minute 41
there.
as Miller works back in on a single.
He's going
Looking to score
Iranian
points
finish.
here.
Oh, now we got a scramble. Miller going to end up on top. Nice scramble there by Miller. He's got a minute left in his Palestra career here. He's going to put a show on for the fans one last time.
Ryan Miller back to the feet as Jones. Point of riding time is now secured, making it 13-2, getting close to tech fall territory for Ryan Miller.
And there have been 2 stall points
Already given
against Jones. So the next one would be a 2-point stall call.
Jones
So just
in
another
on a
thing to
shot.
keep in mind there.
Jones in on a shot, works it on the leg. 35 seconds, but running out of spot to really improve here. Miller defended excellently.
Yep, picking that far elbow here. That's tough to hang on a lock when you do that hard enough.
Jones still
working that lock. Good job by Miller. 15-2. He's going to need another takedown here for the tech fall.
Miller's able to break the hands. He picks up another takedown. 15-3 is Miller working with short time. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. Looking for the tech. Ryan Miller circling. 5 seconds left to go. Does he have something at the buzzer? Won't be able to find things for the tech, but he picks up the major. 16-3, final at 133. Ryan Miller, back-to-back wins for Penn.
Soak it in, big fella. Your last home match in front of your crowd. Soak it all in, bud.
Ryan Miller able to possibly wrap up his Palestra career with a bonus point win for Penn. 7-0 dual score. Come back to you in a moment on ESPN+.